Hi, your Socrates discussion topics now up. The question, each of these will have a specific and directed question. So I just thought what I would do is record a video just to let you know what I'm looking for and why I think this is sort of interesting. I'll do this for each of the videos. The first one, which is posted to Moodle now, reads, Socrates argues for a sort of moral reasoning, demanding justification for belief as a basis for justice, but argues that we cannot know the big T truth. In the absence of such knowledge, that is, of the big T truth, how does Socrates defend his position, and is this position justifiable? Now, to me, this is one of the most interesting sort of intellectual sort of moves that Socrates makes, right? Remember in the pre-Socratics video, I ended with a discussion of the sophists, right? And the interesting thing about the sophists is that they agree with Socrates. We can't know the truth. Now, what the sophists did with that lack of knowledge, all right, it's remember for Socrates as well, he alone is the wisest person in Athens because he alone knows that he knows nothing. Yet then he goes on in both the Apology and in the Crito to make all sorts of moral claims, to successfully and substantively offer criticisms of other people's positions, and to sort of ground what's called normative or ought claims, right? You ought to do this. You ought not to do that. You should be honest, right? You should not fear death, etc., etc., etc. Right? So, well, he wants to claim that he doesn't know the big T truth, right? He knows nothing of the truth, right? He's still able to make all sorts of these moral claims, right? And the position, I I teeter between two descriptions of it, right? I used to call it critical authenticity. We should be critical of ourselves and others and hold ourselves to a sort of intellectual standard of authenticity, right? More recently, I've been calling this intellectual integrity, right? But this intellectual integrity obligates a little bit more than just the structure of our arguments, right? We shouldn't just argue in a manner that has integrity, but rather we should act in a way that has integrity as well. All right. So this is what I want you to unpack in this discussion topic, right? How does Socrates get from a negative epistemological claim, epistemology meaning a theory of knowledge, right? He alone, he knows that he knows nothing. That's the first position that he takes, right? How does he get from a claim to a from a claim where he lacks knowledge, right, to a positive ethics, right? And how does he justify that? Right. So hopefully this will be an interesting discussion. Like I say, I'll be recording videos for each of these, so please read the Apology and the Credo. I take the Credo to be an example of how Socratic ethics works and even turns into a Socratic politics. Right? And it's please screen the videos, please screen the supplementary video, please read the texts, and by all means, you're required at least once to respond to each of these discussion forum topics. But please actually, they're designed to foster an ongoing discussion between everybody in the class. All right, so thanks, and yeah, I look forward to reading your responses. Cheers.